It's 4:15 a.m. on Saturday, December 7th, and I am getting ready to run McDowell Mountain Frenzy 50 miler. So I have my drop bags here. I have not been using drop bags in quite a long time because I normally just carry some trail mix and things that I want to have with me. But I am trying a new regimen for my nutrition. This is actually a training run for Black Canyon in February, and I'm trying out Spring Energy. I've been using these on my training runs and I've liked them so far, but this will be the first real race event that I use them for, a longer race event. So I'm going to see how that works. I want to see if I can avoid having nausea when I get into the later part of the evening. So we'll see how that goes today.
Morning.
Good morning. It's a little bit after 6 a.m. and my friend Haley just showed up. I was just going to take some video of the race headquarters. Bib pickup just started. Did you get any sleep?
I did. I actually got a good night's sleep because I went to bed at 6. So.
All right. Sounds good. And this is the way everyone stays warm before the start of the 50 miler. We have these wonderful heaters, and as you can see, people generally cluster around those. And my guy, even though he's only doing the 5 miler, here early in the morning to watch me start. Are we having fun yet?
I'm having fun.
There's some nice dawn sunrise colors starting off in the distance.
They got a long time.
You guys
Noel's going to be running the 50K.
If you need, they will also have reflective ribbons on them for the sections at night. That will help on your headlamp. We have pin flags out there as well, which are orange flags just pushed into the ground. Those will help you get through as well. Please follow orange pin flags that say Aerobic Running or orange and black polka dot ribbons throughout your race.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go get them, 50 milers. Have fun out there. Full day in the desert.
Thank you guys.
See you soon.
Next up will be 30 minutes.
Nice. It's Skirt Nancy. Say hi, you're on video. Is this your first 50 miler?
First 50 miler.
All right, nice. You excited?
Very excited.
Ready for that tall peak?
There's a peak?
Nice. Well, have fun out there.
Thank you. You too.
Really beautiful dawn light. So the first part of the McDowell Mountain Frenzy course for both the 50 miler and the 50K doesn't gain a lot of total ascent, but it winds in and out of these various small hills and just winds around a lot. The footing is a little bit rocky in some places, really good packed sand in others, but it's a pretty trail. At about 6 miles, the trail will start to climb more steadily, but here it rolls up and down. I just chose to take the camera out to do some video while it was on the uphill, because I'd rather not try to run the rockier downhills with the camera in my hand. There's a really pretty bluff up ahead. And we are fully past sunrise now. There's supposed to be some reasonable cloud cover for the whole day, so it shouldn't get too hot. All right, lead runner's just disappearing into the distance over that way. And I've got the chase pack coming up behind.
That's what you earned for sure.
Looking good.
Woo! Have fun.
Thank you, you too. I'm finished the Escondido Trail and passed the first aid station. And now on the Pemberton Trail, you get to see this really great sand footing, kind of a steady, gradual uphill climb, and really great running area. I've got a bunch of the 50K runners passing me now, and this is a section I always enjoy because the footing is so good. Nice work.
Thanks.
All right, got my friend Noel with me.
Yep.
It's really funny that we're running together because he's in the 50K and I'm in the 50 miler.
I know.
But it's awesome. I got a long way to go. And I started slow this morning.
And you're smart.
Had some issues. At any rate, but it's very fun to see Noel out here today.
Yeah, I'm glad we could run a few miles together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a few feet.
Yeah. No, we'll be running miles.
And there goes Noel. Off ahead of me. I felt like I was trying to run too fast to stay with him. So he's going to go on and do his thing. Which is good. Because like I said earlier, this is the really runnable section of trail. So it's always good to make use of it. Got a couple people coming up behind me. Yay! Looking awesome. Putting perspective on these photos or videos. All right, this is Granite Tank Aid Station. Everybody's having fun here. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
And I'm out on the extra loop. So, no, you guys, there you go. Don't follow me.
Oh, come on.
No, I want it all for myself. Just a little bit past the first time through Granite Tank Aid Station. And I'm out on one of the 50-mile bonus segments. So the 50K does a big loop and the 50-mile does some extra trails. And that's what I'm on now. This area is really pretty. Kind of come up, you can actually see part of the other section of the course over there in the distance where this loop comes back. And up in the distance up there is Tom's Thumb trailhead, which is where I do a lot of my training from. Although amusingly, I don't tend to hit this trail very often. But fun times. And these are also a lot of good footing in here. Going past a pond here, artificial one, so probably historically a stock pond. And it gives a nice little green canopy on this section of the levee, which is retaining the stock pond. I'm still on the first bonus loop off of the 50K course, but I'm starting to wrap it up now. Really beautiful views today. I'm on Gooseneck Trail, working my way up towards Rock Knob Trail, which is where I will turn and head back down that way into McDowell Mountain Regional Park. But for now, got a bit of a climb, just a little one, headed up towards that Tom's Thumb trailhead that I mentioned earlier. We won't go all the way there, but we're now getting into the area of the trails that I run for training when I'm staying down here in the winter. I'm back in McDowell Mountain Regional Park after my little extra loop in the Sonoran Preserve, and I'm on the Pemberton Trail between Rock Knob, which is what we came down on, and Coach Whip, which is what we will turn up towards Thompson Peak. And Thompson Peak is the peak with the radio towers right in front of me. That's going to be our second bonus segment that the 50K group doesn't do. But just thought I'd get a little bit of video of this section of trail here. Another wonderful, flat, runnable section. And just going to make use of it now. I'm now on the climb up to the saddle. Both the 50K and the 50 miler do this. And it's a good climb. It's a nice warm up for Thompson Peak. And again, we've been really lucky today with lots of cloud cover. So it's keeping it nice and cool compared to a sunny year. All right, Nancy, wave and yell. All right. Got to keep the energy up on the climb. Up. And there's the peak I'll be going to later on. But first, up and over the saddle. Coming up on the turn here, almost up to the saddle. It's been a pretty good climb. And I thought I would get a little video here up a little higher before we start really heading down. And of course, I still got Thompson Peak to climb, but first I drop way down to Dixie Mine Aid Station. Then I'll climb up on the service road, but it's still a really steep road. You can kind of see part of it on the hill right in front there. But I'm gonna get rolling. I am started up on the climb up to Thompson Peak, and wanted to get one shot from over here, looking at the really steep part of the road up ahead. By comparison, this is a nice climb here, but it isn't as nearly as steep as what we're going to hit up in front a little ways. So just wanted to have some perspective on that. It's always hard to convey how steep this climb is in photographs. This is my first time videoing it, so we'll see if the video has any more effect. I'm on one of the concrete sections, which is a good section to turn around and video some behind me. It's very steep. Which you can tell because the people that are headed downhill are not running. Even the people headed downhill are hiking. Because it's a little complicated, but it's amusing. A little more video here. Got somebody coming down. They were using their phone, I think. And at the moment, the top of the peak is actually out of sight. So don't have a good view of it right now. Wave for the camera. Tell them how steep it is.
It was the steepest thing I've ever climbed, and I live in San Francisco.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty intense. It was fun though.
Thanks.
The view is extraordinary.
All right. And apologies for the camera not staying tracking. I dropped my glasses while I was talking to her. All right. There is the radio tower peak we're going up to. Had to turn around and get some more video because this is a section where you can see the road quite a ways down, which gives some really good perspective. Oh, here we go. Battle of the dueling cameras here.
It's like dueling cameras.
I saw you this morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm loving your hat.
Thank you. I'm just trying to spread a little spirit.
I love it. Now we can see the city on the other side of the ridge. So looking towards Scottsdale, even though we started from the Mountain Hill side over there, just the views are worth the price of admission here. Fun stuff, but I still got some climbing to do. All right, somebody to give scale to all of this and to show how steep it is.
Right? It's really hard to explain to people who haven't done it.
It's very hard to explain, I agree.
I know it's steep, but holy hell.
Have a great run.
You as well.
Thank you.
Killing it.
Yeah, you're killing it.
I'm not killing anything.
Well, that's good. I don't want you to kill anything. Have a good one.
You too.
Nice work.
You too. Good job.
All right, I'm getting there. I'm almost up to the summit. It is a killer climb and a killer descent too. But first, I gotta finish the killer climb. The fact that this is a service road is a little scary to me. I mean, I personally would not want to drive up that. You guys are the guys I was waiting to see.
Good work. Just touch this white sign right here and you're good.
The warning sign.
Yeah.
You want me to touch the warning sign, but I don't have to kiss it like you do at Hard Rock, right? No
You don't
kissing.
have to kiss it, you can hug it though.
All right.
Anything, any form of contact, perfect.
Thank you guys for being up here.
Good
Appreciate
job.
it. All right. Now I get to go down again, which will be almost as slow as going up.
Terry,
Just for you.
seriously, I
You're
have to say to you, on your way down already?
It's fun.
Good job, it really is.
Oh,
And I
you're gonna love
apologize.
the views, and I'm sorry my headband's wet.
I apologize to that guy about not having any soda.
Oh, no worries. I mean, they should, but we just have to be flexible.
I know.
All right, have
All right,
fun.
see you in a few.
Yep. I got a little bit in the zone and forgot that I hadn't videoed in a bit. So I missed getting any video of the Dixie Mine Trail, which is the trail that you do after the second time through Dixie Mine. For the first time through for the 50K, second time through for the 50 milers. And I also haven't been getting the aid stations since I've been busy grabbing my food, my nutrition, and my water. But I'm back on the Pemberton Trail. Unlike the north side, this side is much more rocky. It's not really that rocky in most of the places, but it just seems like a lot of the runs that I do, I'm hitting this section when I'm tired. So it seems rockier when you're tired, but it's not bad. And it does still have some really nice runnable sections. This section's actually not too bad. So I'll put the camera away. Today's Monday, December 9th, and it's 2 days after the McDowell Mountain Frenzy, which I successfully completed. I ended up not taking any more video on the trail, partly because when I got back to main camp, that was already nightfall, and I decided I didn't want to bother trying to carry the camera through the night, because at that point I picked up an extra headlamp plus my Kagala light, and I just had more things I was going to do in my pack. I could have probably gotten some video in the evening and gotten some cool shots of people's headlamps going through the desert, which is a neat look, but it wasn't worth it to me to do that. And then honestly, I just forgot to take some video of the finish area at night, which is a lot of fun. They have pizza that they serve, Freak Brothers Pizza, and there's a beer garden, and it's a good time. It's a good party. I hung out with my friend Noel, who was on the video earlier in this section. And you know, it was a good time. I had, for a training run, I actually ended up with a very good time. I was very happy with how the new nutrition plan worked. So I was using the Spring Energy. I don't really think of them as gels. It's more like pureed real food. And they're not too sweet, they're tasty, they go down really easily. And I found, for me at least, it seemed like my energy level stayed very even throughout the race. And starting in the evening, I did start taking alternating packets that had 30 milligrams of caffeine in them, with just the regular packets that didn't have any caffeine, and that worked well for me. And so, you know, I felt like that worked really well. I'm gonna try it again. One time is not really enough of a test for me to be sure that was what was making the difference for me, but I'm going to try it again at the Coldwater 52-mile run in January, and hopefully I'll have the same results. So we'll see how that goes. At any rate, I hope you got to enjoy seeing some of the sections of trail on this video. In particular, the climb up Thompson Peak is really, as you probably gathered, not just from what I was saying, but from what other people were saying on their way back down, it's pretty impressive. So it's really steep. The views are amazing. It's a good time. Fortunately, there's a lot of other trail on that course that's very runnable, so you can afford to take your time going up the peak and coming back down. But it was a great race, and I enjoyed it.